I went to second grade in an old-fashioned four-room schoolhouse. It was Norman Rockwell and pink-cheeked children and jump rope songs. It was also the year that we performed Free to Be You and Me, the hippy dippy musical about girls who liked to climb trees and boys who liked to play with dolls. There's a land that I see where the children are free. I love just every minute of it, every single minute of it. And Mrs. Fluette assigned the roles. I was probably the narrator, I usually was. And Davy Craftman played the titular William in the song William Wants a Doll. A doll, a doll. Now, I wasn't the most girly girl. I wasn't sugar and spice and everything nice as much as I was Dorothy Hamill bowl cut and wonky front teeth. But dolls, I loved. I loved my dolls. And now here the grown-ups were telling me that boys liked to play with dolls. All I knew about the boys was the way they ran around like feral creatures on the playground at recess and the vicious way that they aimed those red rubber dodgeballs. But no matter, because we all learned our lines and we sang to blow the roof off that schoolhouse. It was 60 minutes of possibility. It was a spelling book full of potential that was tucked between the math lessons and the way to pronounce a short E, which is as in bed. And those lessons spilled over into my everyday life. I want to be a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, I announced, even though I wasn't very good at sports and didn't even like baseball, but I was inspired because if William could play with dolls, then I could be a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. Anything was possible in this land where the children are free to be. I threw a tennis ball against the side of our house, ka-thunk, ka-thunk, until my father shouted at me to stop. You'll break a window, he said. And I tucked those lessons in my pocket when I sat in church on a Sunday, and I watched the altar boys swish behind Father Gilmartin, three little angels all dressed in white, trying to get to heaven on the end of a kite. And I wanted to do that too. I want to do that too, I said. Don't be stupid, they said. You're a girl. There's no such thing as altar girls. And so there I was, one little girl also in white, trying to get to heaven, and something wasn't right because Lorenzo Berlini, who ate his boogers, could be an altar boy, but not me. And Jimmy Reynolds, who yanked Lainey Hudson's pigtails, could be an altar boy, but not me. The boys were free to be, but when the me was a she, the rules were different. Even at 8, I could tell that was bullshit. In this land, every girl grows to be her own woman, they told me, but how could I be my own woman if I couldn't even be my own girl first? I jumped to a rhyme of womanhood and nothing changed. Miss Lucy had a baby. She named him Tiny Tim. She worked full time, the top of her game, and lost out to a hymn. Miss Mary Mac lives in a shack because her husband left her. And Cinderella, she kissed a fella, and everyone called her a slut. Don't be stupid. You're a girl, they said. There's no such thing as altar girls, or Red Sox pitchers, or presidents of the United States. Throw a million dreams against the side of a house, ka-thunk, ka-thunk, and the world keeps shouting at us to stop. You'll break a window. There's a land that I see where the she's are finally equal to the he's. But to get there, we're gonna need to break some fucking windows.